Hi, skating fans. We're back with Ice Time, the retro version. Glad you could be with us today.
But first, sit back and relax with the Thamesmen.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
I am Alex. I'm in Colorado. God blimey, did we have a debate before we started this about different regions of America? I used to be in San Francisco. I am in Colorado, and there's a reason I moved out of San Francisco and to Colorado, and they're both wonderful places, but I'm happy here.
Exactly. It was a proper conversation. We were like adults. We were talking about real societal issues, weren't we? And it was interesting, you know?
And you know why? I think it's what's been promoted. I think it's Tragically Hip Week that's done this, because they're, as a band, who is unafraid to take on hard subjects and sing about them and political activists or whatever. And then it's how you think it infected us, because we actually got down to some nitty-gritty sorting out the US politics.
Do you think they make us more intelligent?
Maybe. I can't spell tragically, but I can go for hip, you know.
Well, anyway, welcome. I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles, and you have come to day 4 of our Tragically Hip curated week, which is thanks to Brian and Chris. So thank you.
So a curator week, you should know by now. It's not
bloody well should.
Shouldn't be. We don't put it together. You guys put it together. You pick your favourite band. You write some amazing notes, and you lead George and I through a journey. And this journey is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So Tragically Hip is just one of those bands that are just slightly off kilter. And the gyroscope is just, in a great way, the gyroscope is just slightly to the left, just a millimetre. But that millimetre that it's over to the left it makes them fascinating.
And fronted by an unbelievable powerhouse of charisma and talent and style and just interestingness, you know. So yeah, fantastic.
And don't underestimate that band. They know what they're doing, because they've got a very unique sound. And we've been trying to analyze what it is and what instruments pushing it, but it seems to be a complete band that are just in one heartbeat, that when they want to take it up to that extra gear, they can. So today, I've got, of course, we've never heard of it, but it's called It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken.
Yeah, and so this is originally from 2002. And the track, the video we're going to watch is live in Abbotsford in 8th of August 2009. So we have some notes, because we get educated. Do you want to read them? Shall I do?
I've lost them. I'm trying to find them quickly.
Shall I do that? I've got them right.
Wait a minute. No, here we go. Because I'm a professional. It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken is a song from the 8th album, In Violet Light, released in 2002. The album debuted at number 2 on a Canadian chart, selling almost 33,000 copies in its first week, and has been certified platinum in Canada. This is from the 2009 concert in Abbotsford, British Columbia, and features a very emotional and intense performance by Gord Dowdy. I wonder what Gord stands for. I wonder if that's an actual name or if he was named after a gourd.
No, tell us, boss. We were here first. We were here first. Go away! I can't go above 5.
Is that his gourd?
We got the seat, but it's under offer.
This is his gourd.
10!
It is his gourd. We will carry it for you, Master. Master?
He's gone.
Or that's spelled G-O-U-R-D, or is he Gordon? It's like shortened for Gordon Downey.
Yes, I think he's called
But
Gordon,
Gord's
and he
cooler.
wasn't named after a gourd. I think that makes a lot more sense, unless you come from,
The medieval times.
The medieval times, yeah. The song makes a lot more sense. He's called Gordon from Canada than
I don't think
Gord.
the problem is he's probably not. He's just Gord. I think. I don't think we need to add a Gordon to it. I think he's just Gord.
No,
okay?
I understand, but it's more likely he's called Gordon than he's named after a dried gourd from the Middle Ages. in
Yeah,
Canada.
true. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Let's- We'll settle on that part of it. Carry on with the notes,
Yes.
please. Okay, go.
The song is about having to face obstacles in your life to live the life you want. That means sometimes you have to forget your skate dreams and give away to shaky movements and hanging your head in woe. I wonder if that is.
So I
meaning.
reckon they must be lyrics because they're in quotes, aren't they? So yeah.
Or are they movements he's doing? I'm not sure.
We'll see.
It's who knows what they are or what they are doing.
The Druids. No one knows who they were or what they were doing, but their legacy remains.
Are you ready, sir?
I do apologise. As one of our subscribers said, we should do a tap week. You know, I'd love to do Big Bottoms or Bitch School, you know.
I think we should do it like we've talked about our yeah, we should. But maybe
We've
just do
talked
it
about
one-
doing Overkill Week. 5 tracks of
Overkill
Overkill.
Week. Yeah, I think we've got to do Overkill Week first. I can't wait to do Overkill Week.
All right, so It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken live in Abbotsford 209. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom.
Color of the night. And all the smoke in one light gives way for shaky movement, improvisation of scales in the forest of whispering speakers. Let's swear that we will get with the times, current help to stay. Let's get friendship right, get life day to day. This forget your skate stream, full of counterfeit and woe, diverse as ever seems. Proceeding on, I need to know. On a face so full of meaning as to almost make it flow. Over a good life, we just might have to weekend. Find somewhere to go. Find somewhere to go. When the color of the night, and all the smoke for one life gives way in shaky movements, improvisational skills in this forest of whispering speakers. Let's swear that we will get with the times in a current help to stay. Let's get friends. ship rise, get life day to day. You must forget your stage straight. For the countdown and whoa, the first has never seen. Proceeding on a need to know, on a face of what I mean, is to almost make it glow. But a good life, we just have to begin. Find somewhere to last. Find somewhere to last. Find somewhere to last. Find somewhere to forget your stage straight and hang your head and walk. All this diverse has ever seen to know which way to go.
Wow,
That was hypnotic.
There was nothing fake about that, was there?
No, he all put it. What was that? Put it all out on the line. Out, it just. I was amazing. He is ridiculous.
The band are the he is, but I mean, talk about putting every single piece of emotion you had on stage and giving every little bit to your craft. I mean, there was nothing held back there. There was nothing. It was just, you felt so emotional watching him because that was someone who was giving every little bit of their emotion to us.
Yeah. I kind of get why we blew it when we did the first Bobby Kayan or whatever it was called, and I kind of get it now. But anyway, it was amazing. That just the way he spat out the vocals and just the sort of path he follows. And like in the beginning, where it started with the sort of the electric guitar and this sort of slightly discordant acoustic guitar, but it sort of kind of blended together and then it just built and again swelled into a song of just magnificent strength. I was amazing. Really
well,
good.
as a band, they'd their songwriting or their performance of their songwriting and performance, they got down to textures there. So it was just like, you felt the textures. You're right, the discordant stabs of an acoustic guitar with an arpeggio going underneath, and then it built up, and then the roughness of the electric, then held back again down to the arpeggio, and with all the emotion floating on top, and it was just exquisite. And you can't help, as I said, you can't help get emotionally involved when someone is pouring every bit of their emotion and vulnerability to the audience. And you felt you were there, and you felt privileged to have watched that.
Yeah, no, amazing. I mean, I have a question for our subscribers, if that's okay. And we're coming to this, in later in our lives, later on when we're sort of clean and sober, and generally speaking, was the experience of going to a Hip concert? Were people drinking? Were they smoking a bit of weed? Were they doing other things? Because I love it just pure up, being straight and sober and clear and clear-headed, and the lyrics are amazing. But I could see if you were participating in a bit of the magic, magic backy, you might go on a totally different trip with this, because the lyrics have ambiguity and sort of a path to follow. I'd love to know what I can imagine it appeals to everyone, but was there a sort of was it a band for stoners or straight people or drinkers, or does that make any sense as a question?
It does make sense as a question. they obviously they're not pigeonholing themselves into some sort of, you know, like jam band, and they're not pigeoning themselves into some sort of kind of, you know, stoner band or whatever. Or
no, exactly. I'm not saying they are, but
they seem to be very intellectual and political. I don't, you know, so I don't know if it matters or if it doesn't. I would have thought, if you're alone and, you know, just have a little a little puff on it, whatever, it would just enhance everything. But I don't think it's their main. I
don't think it needs to be there. I mean, I just think about, say, like the Grateful Dead, who had a very, who still do, a very ardent following, and I think, and I can never quite understand the Grateful Dead. And I think, you know, maybe you had to have been gone and dropped an LSD tab at a Grateful Dead concert with a load of other people, and then you would get it, you know, maybe. But I don't think that's a necessity for Tragically Hip. I just wondered if there was that culture around it.
Well, do you listen to Grateful Dead while you're straight?
No.
No. Now, if you're absolutely out your treehouse, you might. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now, I'm quite happy to listen to Tragically Hip straight.
Absolutely.
Straight.
I'm not saying it needs any other enhancements at all. I'm just interested to know if there was a culture around it, because people are very passionate about the band and followed them and had very strong feelings. I just wondered if it built that kind of culture.
It feels like the Australian version. God, I hate doing this comparing, but the Australian version of Tragically Hip are Midnight Oil. The English version is probably Radiohead.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's sort of like a band not afraid to follow their own path
and create art and play with textures. And if you think about Creep and the way those stabs come in, and you know, it's more than just writing a 30-second pop song, and it's more than it's doing a 20-minute jam with a bong welded to you.
Yeah, very much so. And it's not like I need a full-on guitar solo or a drum solo or no, for sure.
I think we kind of got waylaid. I think as a song, back to that song, it was beautiful and beautifully performed.
Yeah, absolutely. I really enjoy. I mean, there hasn't been a bad song all week. It's been absolutely amazing. Great choices, Brian, and. We got day 5, so you know if one more day is not enough for you, join up with Patron and come along for day 6. So
yes, because we always save the best at last. All right. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for joining us on this journey as well. As you could tell, we're really kind of learning a lot, or trying to, but be just showing how stupid we are. So. All right.
Well, we've done that enough times. I only got 500 videos proving that fact. So there you go.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Well, I'm glad it's not named after a gourd. All right. I'll see you on the next day. I'll see you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
Ciao.
Bye.
That concludes our telecasting for today. CKWS Television is owned and operated by the Frontenac Broadcasting Company Limited and transmits on Channel 11. Our transmitter is located on Wolf Island, 5 miles south of Kingston, and our studios are located at 170 Queen Street in downtown Kingston. We hope you'll keep your set tuned to Channel 11 for the finest in television entertainment. From all the staff at CKWS TV, we wish you a good night and good morning.